Warning, the following content may contain spoilers for film and television programs. It is also intended for mature audiences. Viewer and listener discretion is advised.
What is up, all of you Seeites out there? Welcome to See It Podcast episode 34, your number one stop for all things entertainment, news, opinions, and discussions. I am one of your hosts, Andrew Ormsby. Joining me today, we have Zach Chadwick. Zach Chadwick,
Hello.
how are you today?
I have returned.
You have
I know
returned.
you all have been waiting.
How was your week off?
It was fine. I was in a car for 14 hours driving to and from Illinois because I had to go around the damn Ferguson riots.
No bueno.
I know. It was terrible.
Brian told us he was like right in the middle of it where he was working and stuff.
Yeah, I know. When we were driving up there, I said, I don't even want to smell St. Louis. Plus, they have parts of 44 blocked off, and I wouldn't have been able to get through anyway.
Yeah. Well, also joining us this week, we have the lovely Shelby Ammerman. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks.
Doing well.
How are you?
I'm good. You know why I'm good? Is
Why are
because
you good?
next week is finals week, and
Yes.
then we are done.
Me too.
don't
And then
have
I'm really
finals
super
anymore.
excited for next semester because I'm taking a drawing class and ASL2, and that's exciting.
I think I got all my fun classes out of the way. Now I just have the prereqs that I have to get done.
Nice.
Ooh, I've
Yeah.
been kind of putting
Nicely
them together.
Yeah.
I
Well,
have Math 130 to do.
Tuesday's my last day. When's yours?
Friday.
Friday?
Yeah.
Oh, man. You got to go the full week. Do you go every
Yes, I
single
do.
day?
Every single day, Monday through
That
Friday,
was
which
me
is
every
weird.
semester, too.
Are you
It
kidding
Well,
sucked
but
balls.
it's not all semester. All semester, I only go Monday through Thursday, and then I have Fridays off. But since finals are all weird,
I
I
go
have to go Friday.
for the past 2 semesters. I've done Tuesday, Thursday classes, and that's it. And it's amazing.
I did Tuesday, Thursday classes one semester. I did Monday, Wednesday, Friday another semester. I'm doing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday this semester, and then next semester I'm doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday again.
Okay.
Because the drawing class is only on Monday, Wednesday, Friday at the Glaze Theater.
See, that's what I've been doing. If it's not on Tuesday, Thursday, I just haven't taken it. I'm like, that's not worth it. I don't want to go every single day.
It's not worth it. Screw that.
Well, we're going to start this podcast off with Zach. You have a Did You See That opinion this week?
Yeah. Did you see Horns with Daniel Radcliffe?
I want to see that so bad. Lee.
Here, in my initial impression, it's a movie.
It's a movie.
I don't know. He's great. He really is good. There's so many things that I'm not really sure what I should think about with this one. It starts out, he's this dude who had this girlfriend. She gets killed. Everyone thinks he did it. Everyone's harassing him, saying he's this murderer. Her dad, David Morse, is who her dad is.
Oh, no way.
I know. It's weird. It caught me off guard, too. And he thinks he did it. And he starts growing these horns the next day. And people just start, like, saying things that are on their minds. Like, he goes to have the horns cut off. And he's sitting in the doctor's office. And this kid is screaming with her mom there. And the mom just turns to him like, I really want to just drop her off somewhere and leave her and go have sex with my golf instructor.
So nobody can lie around him?
Apparently, so then he goes up to the receptionist and she says, I just want to slap that mom and tell her to take her fucking kid out of here. He says, should I do that? Sure. And she does. And she says, take that little fucking kid out of here so I don't have to listen to her fucking scream anymore. That was probably the funniest part of it's a movie that doesn't know what it wants to do. Like, is it an allegory for revenge? Because the ending makes you think that it is. And I knew right away who did it. Well, I had an idea. I didn't know right away. Heather Graham's in it. She's a minor part. That's weird. How far has she fallen? She used to be super mega huge, and now she's not.
Heather Graham's so hot.
Yeah, she's all right.
No,
But
she's hot.
like I said, Daniel Radcliffe's great. It was weird seeing him have sex.
Ugh.
And
Potter, no.
yeah, I know, right?
Actually, there's a lot of pictures of him naked online.
Well,
so.
he
did a play
he
or
did
something.
a Broadway thing where he was totally buck naked, but it was still weird seeing him, hump bones with someone else. Anyway, I would not watch it again.
Really?
I would almost certainly not watch it again.
But do you recommend people see it at least once?
Man, if you just want to watch something that you don't like, you're stuck and you want to watch something that's different, maybe I probably wouldn't recommend it.
Please tell me about Joe Anderson's character in this.
Who's Joe Anderson?
Across the universe, he plays Max.
Okay, what does he look like? Does he have black hair?
He has blonde hair, but he might.
I think that's his brother.
It says,
and if it's his
his
brother,
yeah.
his brother in the movie, yeah, it's his brother. His brother in the movie is like this druggy musician dude.
Of course he is.
So he's okay. I mean, he was fine.
Well, have you seen Across the Universe?
No.
Well, in Across the Universe, he's also on a lot of drugs.
Well, I would.
It's a Beatles movie.
Here's like how many
It has
had?
Beatles songs.
This will be
It's
our
not about
third,
the Beatles.
our fourth. Don't see it. I probably would not watch it.
Really?
Yeah.
I really want to see
I was
it.
really sad because I saw previews and said this looks amazing, but it's a movie that tries to do too many things and in the end doesn't really know what it wants to do.
All right.
Which is sad because Daniel Radcliffe has some serious acting chops.
I'll double check you.
Yeah.
He has some serious acting chops, for real.
What's interesting is you and I both on the same day watched enamel-based movies.
I know.
You watched Horns, I watched Tusk.
I have no desire to see that movie.
I will tell you this about Tusk. It's a messed up movie. It really is.
I-
like kind of Human Centipede messed up. And that you actually do get to see the walrus person, and it borders the line between corny and creepy, a little bit more towards corny, but actually that makes it just the more creepy is how bad it looks.
I just don't.
Would you say
have any
see it or
desire to
not
see
see it, Andrew?
Johnny Depp's hilarious in it.
Oh, I didn't even know he was in it.
No, he wasn't even billed. Like he was like a cameo, like a surprise.
Yeah.
At the very end of the movie, but he was freaking hilarious in this movie. And I'm not really a big Johnny Depp fan. So,
Nice.
Zach, would you do me a favor? Would you put 1 minute on the clock?
Yeah.
Because it is time for a rage rant.
Oh yeah, you alluded to this the other day. I'm ready to hear it.
All right, so let me know.
All right, go for it. Starting right now.
Okay, so here's the thing. The Walking Dead has a Facebook page, and after the mid-season finale, they went on and immediately spoiled what happened at the end of the episode. Like, I'm saying, like, on the Eastern time zone,
Right.
they spoiled. So, like, the rest of the country had what happened spoiled before they even got to watch it. And people that live in Europe that don't even get it in the same week, they
Yeah.
got it spoiled. So
Oh, that's fucked up, man.
It is spoiled, because they're like, rest in peace, blah, blah, blah. And everybody's
Yeah,
like,
I was gonna say don't say it because I haven't seen it.
no.
Oh, now I want to know. I don't even watch the
So,
show.
I'm just going to call the person Kyle Asshat, is the guy who runs Walking Dead's Facebook
Kyle
page.
Asshat?
So Kyle Asshat decided, oh my gosh, I'm going to tell everybody. He did the exact same thing whenever something happened like a couple seasons ago.
Oh, really?
Like, the next day, Kyle Asshat went on their Facebook page and he's like, oh, watch this amazing scene of what happened last night. And then you see two, like, critical people die. Like, he shows, and everybody's like, what the hell, Kyle Asshat? And he's like, well, I'm sorry, I just got so excited, so I'm going to... Am I out of time?
That's a minute.
So, Kyle Asshat, you can go fuck yourself. And I actually contacted AMC directly, and I told them that he should be fired.
Here's the thing. What is
Andrew.
what is the proper amount of time for spoilers?
It has to be the next season. You have to
I
wait
don't
until...
think so. I think
It's certainly not
hold
within
on.
30 minutes.
No. But with all the technology that's available to us and every avenue for streaming, whether legal or not, I think 1 week is sufficient.
That's what I was going to say. It's a week.
No. I say it's when the next season starts.
Well, yeah.
No, because
I mean,
that's
I
if you're
get it,
excited about
at
it,
the
then
same time-
you're
Well,
gonna.
then you
that
find
guy's a
other
fucker
people
for-
who are excited about it to talk about.
That guy's a fucker for doing that.
Yeah.
It's like
'Cause
when,
a lot of people watch The Walking Dead on Netflix, and that doesn't come out until the next season starts is when
Well,
they...
then maybe they should stay off the fan page.
Well,
I actually did. I unliked Walking Dead Facebook page.
That's
now.
like when Jane ruined Opie's death for you.
Oh my god, I wanted to kill her.
I knew Opie was going to die before I even saw the show ever. Before I got into it, I knew Opie was going to die. And
I
then,
don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, I was going to kill her. All right, now that I got that off my chest, Zach, you are up with
Lots
the
of
speaking of
news.
news. A
We're
lot
gonna-
of news?
Lots of news.
All right.
A couple of minor news bits before we get into the meat of the stuff. the last Insurgent movie, they're doing what they've done with every other movie of the last 5 years that has a series, like 3 books, splitting the last book into 2 movies.
Okay.
Which is fine. It's going to have the same director. No big deal.
Are they splitting Insurgent or the one that comes
the
after
last
it?
book.
Okay.
I have no idea what that's called.
It's like Allegiant or something like that.
Yeah,
Like
it
the
is
flight?
Allegiant.
Yeah, I know.
Allegiant Flights?
And The Gambler, that Mark Wahlberg movie,
Yeah.
they moved it back from December 19th to Thursday, December 25th. So it's going
This
to be
year?
a Christmas Day movie, yeah. Which
Damn
kind
it.
of surprised me because that doesn't seem like a Christmas Day movie.
Man, there's so many movies I have to go and see before the end of the year.
I know, right? Okay, so let's get into the meat of this.
Okay.
Speaking of news, House of Cards new season starts on February 27th.
Yay! I've been looking and I had
How
no idea.
sexy does that sound?
Oh, it's the last season, I think.
Is it really?
I think that
that's sad.
I think what they said is that they only want to do 3 seasons. They want to do a rise, a peak, and a fall. I think that's what they said they wanted to do.
It's going to be interesting to see him fall because he's won everything up until now.
Yeah.
Which, this show is the most sensual of shows. It's so good.
Yeah.
I'm oddly attracted to Robin Wright. I love you.
It's not oddly attractive. She's just attractive.
I know. When I say oddly attractive, I'm attracted to her because I'm afraid she might kill me.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of news that doesn't make any sense,
Oh, yeah?
JCVD signed on for the Kickboxer remake.
What?
I know.
The muscles from Brussels?
Why? Why do we need a Kickboxer reboot?
We do.
Do we? If you're going to remake or reboot any movie he's ever done,
Bloodsport.
you remake Bloodsport.
No, you can't touch Bloodsport. That
That's
movie
true.
is
It's
timeless. It's like trying to remake The Karate Kid, and
It's
we
an
all know
80s
how that
treasure.
turned out.
I never saw the remake.
Exactly.
Yeah, well.
You know, backtracking a little bit, Robin Wright played in a movie where her and her friend dated each other's sons.
Oh, I haven't seen that. But it sounds sexy.
It's really weird.
Ugh.
And she's actually not very attractive in that movie because she's kind of, I don't know, like her hair's
in
all
House
weird.
of Cards, she is super sexy.
Yeah.
Well, in Princess Bride, she's super sexy, but in this movie's just weird. I can't remember what it's called though.
As you wish.
Speaking of amazing news, WB or whoever owns DC is all in
Warner
on
Brothers.
these properties. They have casted the Suicide Squad movie.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Basically, the premise is a secret government agency named the Suicide Squad. They get a bunch of these villains together and say, you can get back in the good graces. You just have to complete this mission, but you're probably going to die. And the cast is crazy awesome. Tom Hardy is playing a character named Rick Flag. I don't know who that is. Will Smith.
Whoa. So Tom Hardy is going to be cast as 2 Warner Brothers characters?
Apparently. He's in this movie, signed on. Will Smith is playing a character called Deadshot.
Did you say he was going to play 2 characters?
No, he played
was
Bane.
Bane in
Okay.
Dark Knight Rises.
Whoa.
Margot Robbie is Harley Quinn.
Wait, who's playing Deadshot?
Will Smith.
Really?
Yeah, I know. Jared Leto's the Joker.
Yeah, I knew that.
Jay Courtney is Boomerang.
That's going to be good.
Jesse Eisenberg's in this movie too as Lex Luthor.
Oh, he's going to be in Dawn of Justice
No, he's
as
in
Lex.
this movie too.
Oh, I'm saying, but he was cast
okay,
in
gotcha.
Dawn of Justice as Lex Luthor.
And Cara Delevingne as Enchantress. I don't know who that is. But that's a crazy cast. I never would have picked that cast for this movie.
I'd pick Tom Hardy for everything.
Tom Hardy is very
Tom Hardy as Batman, Bane, the Joker, Catwoman.
I'd like to see him as,
Catwoman.
3 different characters in one movie. That'd be great.
Like Eddie Murphy.
Yes, like Eddie Murphy, but Tom Hardy all the way through.
The Nutty Brit.
Yeah, well, I mean, this movie is going to be one of those where they're all in, seemingly, with it, and it's either going to be the worst piece of shit ever put together, or it's going to be surprisingly amazing.
Yeah, I'm all for it. So.
Okay, speaking of other interesting, really cool news, actually, I wasn't sure what to think when I saw this. Mick Jagger, Martin Scorsese teaming up for a rock and roll based HBO drama.
Yes, I saw that.
Doesn't that sound kind of awesome?
I don't like Mick Jagger.
I don't either, but if you're going to get anybody to put in his 2 cents on the rock and roll life, it'd be Mick Jagger or Keith Richards.
I was going to say get Bon Jovi.
No, I mean, yeah, maybe, but this really has good pedigree. I think it could work.
Get somebody from Kiss
No,
for the rock and roll life. Yeah,
well,
Gene Simmons.
they party all night.
That-
They
rock and roll all
all
night, party every day.
Yeah, party every day. I haven't listened to that song.
I don't know.
forever.
I think it could really work. It's got good shit. I think it's gonna be good.
Shelby's been texting me this entire time that you've been talking. She's like, "Who died in The Walking Dead?" And I'm like, "I'm not going to tell you." She's
You
like,
better not tell me. I swear to God.
"No." She's like, "But I'm never going to watch it." I'm like, "Well, then it doesn't matter.
I want to know.
All right,
You got to watch the show then."
Speaking of
No, I don't like zombies.
Speaking of more news that really doesn't make any fucking sense, there is a source code sequel in the works.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe they think they got a good property, but if they were going to do that, isn't that movie like 3 or 4 years old?
Yeah, it's coming up on it.
So wouldn't they?
Speaking of Jake Gyllenhaal, I watched Nightcrawler.
I heard it was good.
It was really good. Yeah.
So it's
Anyway,
a see it?
huh?
Is it so
Nightcrawler?
it's a see it?
Yeah, it's definitely a see.
It's just
It's going to get an honorable mention from me at the end of the year when we do our look back.
There's movies that may very well need sequels, but you can't wait more than like 2 years to put a sequel together.
It came out in 2011, so
Okay, so it'll be 4 years minimum by the time the movie comes out.
Did you see
That's
it?
if it comes
Sorry.
out.
I never
2018.
saw Source Code. Did you?
No,
With Star Wars, how long in between?
that's totally different.
Yeah.
That's totally different.
No,
it's
'cause
the
they-
same
they
thing as
split it
Lord of
up
the
into
Rings,
3.
and it's the same thing as Star Trek. The property is much bigger and has much more life to it. I just don't know a whole lot of people who are clamoring for a source code sequel. That's all I'm saying.
I never saw the first one. I had no desire to.
I'm just saying, if you said if it needs a sequel, it needs to be less than, so many years, you can't say that.
No,
No,
they split it up
it's
into 3.
totally
They had
different
3
properties.
films, and they were all within 3, and then they waited, and then they picked up the saga again, and then they
Yeah.
did 3, and now they waited again, and now they're going to do 3 back to back.
All right. AMC. Okay.
Don't tread on me.
Oh,
Speaking
I
of-
will tread on you.
Speaking of more TV news, AMC has greenlit a Preacher pilot.
Fuck you, AMC.
Now, Preacher
Still mad.
is a comic book series that's kind of in the same vein as Constantine. It tells the story of a guy named Jesse Custer. He's a preacher, small town. He was accidentally possessed by a supernatural creature, and it killed his entire congregation and flattened his church. So that is the start of the whole thing.
I think I read Seth Rogen's going to be making that.
He is.
Okay.
This guy is a little different than Constantine. It's a lot darker, and
Really?
from what I've heard, and this guy is like an alcoholic, I think, if I remember correctly. It sounds, I don't know, it's AMC's probably the right network for it.
Fuck you, AMC.
Okay, anyway, speaking of more comic book news,
Mm-hmm.
it's been confirmed Deadpool production starts in March.
Oh, joy.
I know. And Ryan Reynolds is the Merc with a mouth.
Okay, good. So they've confirmed.
And they've got the whole shebang bang. All the people that have been trying to get it made are the ones making it.
Too bad it's going to be PG-13, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that's going to work. I don't know why they're trying to make it PG-13 and not R, but I don't know. Maybe it'll work. I'll hold judgment.
I'm going to go off topic, but just talking about MPAA ratings real quick. I saw The Maze Runner.
Oh, yeah?
That movie was very close to being an R-rated film
Really?
after watching it.
Wow.
Lots of blood. They swear a fair amount in the movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
It was freaking good.
I haven't seen it. It
Like,
looks
I was
cool.
like, oh, it's another YA movie, just another young adult movie. Probably, it was very close to being in my top 10 movies of the year.
Wow.
It's going to get an honorable mention, like I
Right
said.
on. Speaking of more comic book news,
Uh-huh.
Kristen Ritter, do you know who that is?
Of course I do.
She's sensual.
Not the best.
She has been cast as Jessica Jones in an upcoming Marvel movie / series. They didn't really say which. I don't know anything about this. I just know that she's been cast for a Marvel role, which is, I don't know. I don't know anything about it. It was just newsworthy because anything Marvel does is newsworthy anymore.
I thought she was really funny in that movie that had Jake Burchill in it.
Oh, she's out of my league.
Yeah, she's out of my league.
She is hilarious in The Bee in Apartment 23. That show should have gone on longer than 2 seasons. It's really sad. It's such a good show.
I never even heard of it.
Oh, it's hilarious. It's on Netflix, maybe?
Oh,
Might be on Hulu.
she's the friend of your Veronica Mars.
Yeah,
girl, so,
yeah.
That's why you like her.
Okay, last bit of news. It's fairly big news. Roberto Orci. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I read that right before you guys got here.
Been removed as the director of Star Trek 3, and apparently they're getting Edgar Wright to replace him.
Are you serious?
That's the rumor. It seems like this movie is losing its legs a little bit now that JJ's not attached to it. But I don't know. If you're going to pick anybody to do it, it seems like an Edgar Wright type of thing, you know?
Yeah.
And he obviously he's done movies we love, Hot Fuzz, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. He did the World's End, which is pretty good. I don't know. I mean, it's not surprising because Simon Pegg's in the movie already. So
I just don't know if he. I just haven't seen anything from him that would lead me to think that he is up for making this kind of a movie.
I think he could do it.
Robert Orsi's still going to be writing the movie as alongside.
Why did they didn't say why they removed him? They just said they removed him.
No, yeah, I was reading and they didn't say why.
Well, that's all I got. Oh,
I have one more.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Spectre Bond 24.
Oh yeah,
has
I
been
didn't put that
announced
down. My bad.
And they released the cast and the new Aston Martin is going to be in the film. A custom-made Aston Martin for this film.
This movie has the potential to be the best since Casino Royale.
I think Skyfall was better than Casino Royale.
I disagree, but that's my opinion. Yeah. Because the bad guy is the great Christoph Waltz.
There's 3 possible villains in this movie.
Oh, really?
So we have Christoph Waltz.
Yeah.
We also have Dave Bautista's in it.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of his, but I get it.
And also Andrew Scott, who plays Moriarty in the Sherlock show.
Oh, yeah. I did see he was in it. That would be cool.
Yeah. And Monica...
He's a creepy motherfucker.
He is very creepy. And Monica Bellucci is going to finally be a Bond girl.
Nice.
I thought it was long overdue for her.
Right on.
So, Sam Mendes is still going to be directing it.
It's probably going to be a good movie. I like Christoph Waltz a lot. The last one was fine. It was much better than Quantum of Solace.
Yeah.
But I just think Casino Royale was better. I'm a Mads Mikkelsen fan.
It's going to be John Logan wrote the script, and he did a Skyfall. He did a Penny Dreadful. Did you ever watch that?
No, I downloaded the first episode and never watched it.
It was pretty good.
I need to probably check it out.
He did a lot of really good movies. He did Last Samurai, Aviator, and he wrote the screenplay for Gladiator as well.
Wow. Okay.
And Any Given Sunday. Okay.
One last bit of everybody already knows news. Marvel finally confirmed and came out Benedict Cumberbatch, Doctor Strange.
They did?
Yeah, they said it. It's happening.
I
mean, everybody knew it. It's been talking about it for 2 months, but this makes me so happy. I can't. My face hurts from smiling.
All right. Well, Shelby.
Yes.
You are up with our new segment that we've been meaning to do for a long time, but I'm an idiot and I keep skipping over it.
Oh, that's cool.
This is the Fairbairn Forecast.
Fairbairn's a fucker. He's in the playoffs.
Yes. Oh, yeah. You know, I was going to bring that up, but Brian isn't here because he made it into the playoffs in his league.
You guys suck.
All right. So, tell them what the Fairbairn Forecast entails, Shelby.
The first one is Wild, which, according to Michelle Nelson from IMDb, is a must-see. It's about It's a chronicle of one woman's 1,100-mile solo hike undertaken as a way to recover from a recent catastrophe.
Is this the Reese Witherspoon movie?
Yeah, that's what it
do
is.
Believe so. Yeah,
So-
Reese Witherspoon, Laura Dern, Gabby Hoffman.
This looks great.
Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, the Fairbairn Forecast is where Shelby gives you a rundown of movies that are going to be coming out in theaters for you to see.
Yeah, opening this week, December 5th, is what it says. The next one is The Pyramid, which has Ashley Henshaw, James Buckley, Dennis O'Hare, Krista Nicola. An archaeological team attempts to unlock the secrets of a lost pyramid only to find themselves hunted by an insidious creature.
No, sounds terrible. No, it sounds like The Ruins, only they're in a pyramid now.
Probably the same people that made it.
Whatever.
Apparently, IMDb says it feels like The Descent meets Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I still don't care.
And the next one is in limited theaters only, but it's Zero Motivation. with Dana Ivke, Nellie Tager, Shani Klein, and Helly Tweedo.
I thought you were about to say a Nelly Furtado. But go ahead.
Gosh.
A unit of female Israeli soldiers at a remote desert base bide their time as they count down the minutes until they can return to civilian life.
I'm just looking at the picture on their IMDb page, and it's a picture of a girl holding a staple gun up to her head.
The fuck?
And it looks messed up.
Okay, right on.
Has an 8.1.
Well, then, how
With
many people have seen
800.
That's still not bad.
No, it's not that good considering that most films have 100,000.
Yeah, but again,
but a
these are
limited
coming out
movie, though.
And yeah.
Okay.
The next one is Pioneer, also in limited theaters, with Axel Henny, Wes Bentley, Stephen Lang, and Stephanie Sigmund.
Wow.
A thriller set in the beginning of the 1980s Norwegian oil boom and centered on a driver whose obsession with reaching the bottom of the Norwegian Sea leads to tragedy.
Oh, isn't that where they're all in a sub?
No, it's a different movie.
Oh, different movie.
You're thinking of the Jude Law movie.
That movie looks
It's called The Black
crazy.
Sea.
The next one, also in limited theaters, is Comet, which has Justin Long, Emmy Rossum, Kayla Cervi, and Eric Winter. It's set in a parallel universe. Comet bounces back and forth over the course of an unlikely but perfectly paired couple's 6-year relationship. Sounds like a heartwarming love story.
I saw the trailer for this. It looks like it is trying so hard to be the most over-the-top love story of all time.
I'm not gonna lie.
They have the cheesiest
Justin
lines.
Long.
I'm not gonna lie.
He just got turned into a walrus.
I'm kind of disenchanted with romantic comedies after 500 Days of Summer because I did not like that movie.
Did you watch that?
That's what I'm going to do today is watch District 9, Birdman, and...
Oh yeah, how was Birdman?
I didn't go see it.
I'm
500
sorry,
Days of
dude. I
Summer.
couldn't go. I didn't have money.
I'm going to probably try and go see it maybe tomorrow.
Nice. Apparently it's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine. The next one is also limited, and it's Life Partners with Leighton Meester, Gillian Jacobs, Adam Brody, and Gabori Sidibe.
Okay.
Sasha and Paige's codependent friendship is tested as Paige gets serious with a guy for the first time. So it's about best friends.
Okay, right on.
Been through that.
I have no opinion on this.
She's beautiful when she's angry. Also a limited movie.
There's
That's
a
really
lot of
long
limited
title.
releases coming out this week.
Yes, there
Well,
are.
I think there's like a dead period for movies to come out right before the Christmas.
That makes sense.
Well, and these movies are probably movies that you can't release around that time period from December 16th or 17th on because there's massive releases coming out before then. You know, like The Hobbit.
Yeah.
This one has Chewed Pamela Allen, Alta, Judith Arcana, Nona Willis Aronowitz, and it's a documentary that resurrects the buried history of the outrageous, often brilliant woman who founded the modern women's movement from 1966 to 1971. And that's it on
All
that
right.
one.
Well, Shelby, I wanted to talk to you because, like I said last time we were on the podcast, that I was going to go and see the Hunger Games movie, The Mockingjay
Yes.
Part 1. I went to what we have, the B&B. It's the Marquis Suite Theaters. Have you ever been there? Mm-mm. It's in Ozark. It's a theater that we have where they bring you alcohol and they bring you food and you sit in these massaging chairs. And
Why have I never been there?
I don't know. You really should go because when you go online, you buy a seat. So the seat you buy, that's where you get to sit. So you don't have to fight over like, oh, let's find a seat. If you have like 6 people, you go online, buy 6 seats right in a row. And I'll tell you this, it's one of the most average movies I've ever seen in my life. Didn't enjoy it. Although the Long Island iced tea and the chicken quesadilla I had were freaking amazing.
Of course, the food and the drink.
Yeah, but I wasn't really that big of a fan of the movie. Out of all of them, it's probably my least favorite.
Oh, but this is where shit goes down.
Nothing happened in that movie.
That's not true.
No.
Lots of things happen in that movie. And the ending, oh my god.
The entire movie, she just whined and like
You also read the book, so I don't read books because I don't want to ruin the movies.
Yeah.
And it always pisses me off when they leave things out that were in the book.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't that big a fan of it, but I could see where some people might be a big fan of it. All right. So now we're going to move on to the final segment of the podcast, besides IMDB Idiots.
Which I'm hosting today.
You are hosting IMDB Idiots.
And you know what? I think I have some movies in mind.
Excellent.
Be prepared for a lot of romantic comedies. Ha!
All right. The next segment up that we're going to talk about is Trailer Talk, where we talk about film and television trailers that have just come out. The first trailer we're going to look at is a film called Match. This film is directed and written by Steven Belber. He gave us things like management and the show The Laramie Project, which I think he was either nominated or he won an Emmy for. I can't remember.
I think I've heard a lot about that.
The Laramie Project.
Really,
it was a show that came out a while back.
Watched it.
The Match stars Patrick Stewart, a.k.a. Jean-Luc Picard, a.k.a. Professor X. It also stars Carla Gugino and Matthew Lillard.
Oh my god, it looks so good.
It looks like a heartwarming love story, doesn't it?
Yes, it does, and I can't wait to see Matthew Lillard, fight for his wife back, because I'm a girl.
What I think is going on in this is that Patrick Stewart had an illegitimate child before his... Here's the plot summary from IMDb. As a Juilliard professor is interviewed by a woman and her husband for her dissertation on a history of dance in 1960s New York, it becomes increasingly clear that there are ulterior motives to the couple's visit. I think Matthew Lillard is Patrick Stewart's illegitimate child from a long time ago.
Then why is there such a thing between his wife and Patrick Stewart?
Patrick Stewart's gay. I think he's just flirtatious.
Is he gay in the movie?
Yeah, in the movie.
Okay.
I think he is. Didn't he say that? Because Matthew Lillard asked him, "Were you gay back in 1960s?"
No, he asked him what he was into. I think he's her dad.
I think that he's Matthew Lillard's dad.
Or that.
Yeah.
I think it's more likely that he's her dad.
Yeah,
though.
that's what I was thinking.
All right. So the next movie up that we're going to talk about is The Water Diviner.
Oh my god, even better.
Yeah. This movie is directed actually by Russell Crowe, written by Andrew Knight, who gave us Siam Sunset, The Broken Shore, and Rake. This movie stars Russell Crowe, Jay Courtney, Olga Koryolenko, and Isabel Lucas. Olga. Bond
Jay
chick.
Courtney has a mustache, and oh my god.
Yes. The plot of this also comes from IMDb. An Australian man travels to Turkey after the Battle of Gallipoli to try and locate his 3 missing sons.
It looks...
I thought there were 2.
No, he has 3 sons.
Oh my god, that's a lot of missing children.
You know what this movie has written on it?
Oscar. Yeah.
It looks amazing.
I really want to see it. Like, they a
watch it with
long
my
time ago,
mom.
they had a behind the scenes, like even before this trailer came out.
Oh, really?
And I'm like, wow, this looks amazing. Because it's based on a true story.
What?
Yeah.
It looks crazy
See,
good.
I thought there was some kind of fantasy thing in there.
No.
No, like the magic carpet thing.
Oh,
No, it's just
that was
him
a
telling his-
story
yeah.
he
Yeah,
told.
I get that now when you say it's
No,
based
I
on
got
a true story, but in my head, I thought that they went through some kind of like space-time continuum thing, and he lost his children in some other like land.
Really?
And he had to go find them.
That's
Yeah,
what you
that's
got
what I got out of it.
Wow. No, you're fairly far off on that.
That's so
Sorry to
funny.
tell you there, Shelby. No, this is
It
based
still
on...
looks really good, though.
Okay, so now that we've got that cleared up, the next movie that we're going to talk about is a film called Cake. It looks like a sad bastard movie if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, no kidding.
Directed by Daniel Barnes, he gave us the movie Beastly.
Which sucks.
It does suck. That had the Alexander whatever.
The book was great. I love the book for Beastly. One of the only books I've read, and then the movie sucked. That's why I don't read books.
Oh.
Daniel Barnes also gave us the movie Won't Back Down. It's written by Patrick Tobin, who gave us No Easy Way. This movie stars Jennifer Aniston, Anna Kendrick, Britt Robertson, Sam Worthington, William H. Macy, and Chris Messina.
This movie also has Oscar written on it.
Yeah, it looks so
It
good.
actually, I was surprised because I'm not a huge Jennifer Aniston fan.
What?
This movie looks really good.
Yeah.
Well, I think Jennifer Aniston's hot, and I'll watch
yeah.
any movie with her in it ever.
I
But
like Anna Kendrick
specifically
better.
this one, the trailer even made me cry.
Sorry.
Yeah, I know. It looks sad as fuck, but
My
looks
eyes were all
really good.
teared up and stuff. It was like Fault in Our Stars all over again.
I like Chris Messina. He's really good in The Newsroom. The plot of this that comes from IMDb as well. Claire initiates a dubious relationship with a widower while confronting fantastical hallucinations of his dead wife.
Okay, that just sounds creepy,
What
but
movie
that's Cake.
Cake.
With Jennifer
Oh,
Aniston,
okay.
We're
yeah.
still talking about the Jennifer
That.
Aniston
Yeah, that just sounded weird, but it looks good.
Yeah. The next trailer up that we're going to talk about is actually a sneak peek at Vince Gilligan's upcoming show, Better Call Saul, which is, as we all know, the prequel to the Breaking Bad
It's gonna be
series.
so good.
Vince Gilligan, as we all know, gave us Breaking Bad, Battle Creek, and The X-Files. What?
No
Sorry,
way,
and
the
Vin- and Vin-
X-Files?
In
Yeah,
Vince
Vince
Gilligan
Gilligan-
related news, he's got a CBS show coming up.
Battle Creek.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, the
They're putting it on
X-Files to
Sundays.
Breaking Bad. I
I didn't know
never
he was
guessed.
tied to X Files. I knew he was tied to
I
Breaking
didn't
Bad,
know-
obviously.
Dude,
but-
he created X-Files. That's
I
his
did
baby.
not need. I did not know
right
that.
on.
X
no
Files
wonder.
always creeped the shit out of me.
Yeah, dude. X-Files, freaking amazing show, and they just put them all on Netflix.
No
Cool.
way.
Right on.
Yeah. Better Call Saul in this sneak peek. You see him and Jonathan Banks like trying to get into like a parking area, and Jonathan Banks not letting him in.
Yeah.
It was really funny. Yeah.
I'm indifferent. I don't care.
I'm just
Really?
saying the name Bob Odenkirk. It's like Odin and Captain Kirk mixed into one.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome last name.
Bob Odenkirk.
That's all.
The guy's so freaking funny. But the next what?
You gave me two of them.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Did you not have one, bro? Well, there you go. I handed it to her to give to you.
I didn't
that's
realize I
cool.
was supposed to be passing it on.
All right, so I'll cut all that out. The next trailer up is a film called While We're Young. Directed and written by Noah Baumbach. He gave us Kicking and Screaming, Margot at the Wedding, and The Squid and the Whale.
Kicking and Screaming's a funny movie, but I don't see this.
You don't see this one as being a catcher? This movie stars Amanda Seyfried, Naomi Watts, Adam Driver, and Ben Stiller. The plot of this is a middle-aged couple's lives are turned upside down when they make friends with a new young couple. I think it looks kind of funny. Like an indie comedy, you know?
Yeah, I can see that.
This is another movie. When I watched the trailer, I was really surprised by how good it looks.
Yeah. I like Ben Stiller's kind of going in this direction now because he did The Secret Life of Walter Mitty.
I watched that, and it wasn't as good as I thought it would.
I
be.
love that movie. It was one of my favorite movies of last year. I thought it was really good. Like the scene where he's with the guy at the bar in Greenland and they're singing Major Tom.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I remember that because he was trying to get a helicopter.
Yeah, he
come
was
out
trying to
and
get the
him. Yeah.
helicopter. I was like, there's only like 8 people in Greenland. Never cheat on your woman, dude. Especially when you live in a country where there's only 8 people.
That's funny.
And if you look really hard, there's 7 people in that bar.
I know, right?
Oh man, it was so freaking good. All right, the final trailer we're going to talk about, which was the big trailer that came out this week, I think. Terminator Genesis. Directed by Alan Taylor, who gave us, I think, 6 or 7 episodes of Game of Thrones.
Really good episodes too.
He directed Thor: The Dark World, which was way better than the first one.
Yeah,
And he's done a crap ton of episodes, directing episodes for like HBO shows.
He's got a resume.
Yeah, he has a resume. It's written by Leda Kalogridis. He gave us Shutter Island, Pathfinder, and Alexander. You weren't really a fan of Shutter Island, were you?
I hated it.
You hated it? I just thought it
hated
was.
it.
I thought it was
I
pretty good,
hated
just
it.
very predictable.
I hated it.
No.
I've heard it both ways, and actually, I heard somebody say that it wasn't predictable. Like it blew their mind at the end.
Really, Zach and I, we went
Remember
and saw it
this- you
together.
Remember this? We saw it together. 10
7
minutes in,
we
I
both.
turned and looked to him and said, "DiCaprio
It's crazy. Yeah. No. Like we looked at each other and we're like, yeah, he's crazy. And I look. He said it, and I'm like, oh yeah, he's crazy.
Yeah.
And at the end of the movie, we're like, oh wait, that was the twist. We caught it like at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah,
Yeah. What happened? It happened with another movie you and I saw recently, where we're like, oh, I know what it is, but I don't want to say because it's a movie you people haven't seen yet. So just forget
But
everything I've said.
What movie is
So
it?
this I can't tell you because
You
then it
can cut
spoils
it
the
out.
movie. No, because I don't want to spoil it because it's a movie you guys are probably going to want to see.
You guys already saw it.
No, we're not talking about Shutter Island. We're talking about a movie I know both of you have not seen. So Terminator Genesis stars, of course, Arnold Schwarzenegger. It also stars Jay Courtney, Jason Clarke.
That should be Emilia Clarke, by the way.
What?
Emilia Clarke, not Jason Clarke.
No, Jason Clarke's in it.
Oh, well, Emilia Clarke's in it too, and she's not on this list.
Yeah, I just haven't got her in there.
Okay.
You know Jason Clarke, he's the guy who's playing John Connor.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And Emilia Clarke is in it as well.
Is this Matt Smith?
Doctor Who. Doctor Who's in this.
Shit.
Yeah, J.K. Simmons and Byung-Hun Lee, who we know.
The T-1000.
He plays the T-1000,
Nice.
or a version of, but we know him from I Saw the Devil, and he
Is
was
he the ninja in G.I. Joe? Too?
He's the ninja in G.I. Joe.
That guy?
And The Good, the Bad, and the Weird.
Ooh, very nice.
Yeah.
And for all the ladies, Jay Courtney is apparently naked
Yeah.
in it.
The guy,
yes,
looks
you see it in
ripped
the
as
preview.
shit.
Yeah, so we should definitely be on that.
All right, so this is the plot from IMDb. I'm going to elaborate on this afterwards, too. The year is 2029. John Connor, the leader of the resistance, continues the war against the machines. At the LA offensive, John's fears of the unknown future begin to emerge when TechCom spies reveal a new plot by Skynet that will attack him from both fronts, past and future, and will ultimately change warfare forever. So,
This is a true reboot.
So what? Yeah, I think it's going. This movie will theoretically, from what I can gather, will eliminate all events from every single Terminator movie.
Yeah.
Because what it looks like is either John Connor or somebody sends Arnold Schwarzenegger back to kill the original Terminator, to kill himself from the first one.
Yeah.
So eliminating the Kyle Reese story where he doesn't even need to come back at all.
And then John Connor would theoretically never be born.
Oh, God, that's right.
Yep.
Mind blown. Pandora's box.
Well,
Think
and
about
also then Arnold Schwarzenegger's Terminator would never...
Unless John Connor is actually Jay Courtney's kid. Like,
what?
Like, what if Jay Courtney has sex with Emilia Clarke, and this whole
So
time...
then he would be his son and his dad at the same time. How fucked up would that be? Whoa,
Wait,
mind
his
blown,
son
man.
and his dad.
No.
If he
Jay isn't Jay Courtney a robot?
No,
No.
Jay Courtney is a man,
I
but he's
thought
not.
he
Jay
was a
Courtney is
robot.
not Kyle Reese.
I know that, but think about this, okay? So, if
God, time travel's
If
fucked
Jay
up.
Courtney is John Connor's son in this movie,
No.
that's what you just said.
No, I said Jason Clarke sends Jay Courtney back, because Jason...
unless Jason Clarke is Jay Courtney's son. Is that what you're saying?
No, okay,
Yes,
listen to this.
that's what he's saying.
Listen to this. So Jason Clarke is playing Connor.
Okay.
All right.
Right.
So Jason Clarke will send Jay Courtney, a random guy, back. Okay.
Right, I'm with you.
Jay Courtney bangs Emilia Clarke.
Totally hot.
Okay. And she's Sarah Connor.
Right. we
So
know
that would eliminate the Kyle Reese story. So Kyle Reese, don't forget
Right.
about him. So Jay Courtney would actually be
John
Connor's dad. John Connor's dad.
Oh,
and this
see.
whole time we've thought that it was Kyle Reese,
It was
when in
actually
reality
Jay
it was
Courtney.
Jay Courtney and his character.
But how does that alter the timeline, though?
No, I'm saying it wouldn't alter the timeline. It's a mirage to make us think that we have.
Oh, yeah. See, I thought you had said he was Kyle Reese's son, so then he would go back and bang Emilia Clarke. So at the same time, he would be both his son and his dad.
No, that's just messed up.
Time travel.
And I hope that Matt Smith has something to do with sending him back
travel.
in time
Oh,
with time
please.
travel.
Fingers crossed.
And that he'll say the phrase wibbly wobbly timey wimey.
Yeah, I doubt it'll happen, but it'd be totally awesome.
But
That is hard to wrap your mind around.
yeah. And a lot of people are going to be complaining, but Arnold Schwarzenegger is old. Well, think of it this way, because he's an android. He's living flesh on top of a skeleton or a metal structure. So flesh can age. So if he's been waiting this entire time to attack his original self, of course he's going to look older.
I actually think more people are going to complain about Emilia Clarke than they'll complain about Arnold.
Really?
Yeah, she has a lot of haters.
Really?
Yeah, there's a lot of people that do not like her.
I thought a lot of people loved her.
I mean, her acting's fine. I just think she's amazingly beautiful.
Yeah, is she still banging James Franco?
She was banging James Franco?
Yeah, they were dating.
What?
for a long time.
Man, James Franco,
Emilia
fist
Clarke,
bump, bro.
Daenerys Targaryen from Game of Thrones.
She looks so
I
much
don't
better
watch
in
Game
real
of
life.
Thrones.
Yeah.
That
Huh?
blonde hair just does not work for her.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's going to wrap it up for trailer talk. Shelby, are you ready
Yes.
for your inaugural host of IMDB Idiots?
Oh.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
All right. So we'll get our devices ready.
My battery's low.
For those of you who don't know what IMDB Idiots is Shelby is going to list off some facts about a movie, and Zach and I have to try and guess what movie she is describing. I'll give you a hint. Don't tell us the year the movie came out. That's a hint you should not give because it immediately gives it away.
No, it's fine. Go ahead and give it to me.
All right. So we each have one guess, and if both of us guess wrong, then we're back in the game. And after one of us guesses, the next person immediately has to guess as well. So whenever you're ready, give us the first fact.
It was written by Stephen Chbosky. Chbosky.
How do you say it? Chbosky.
Bosky. Chbosky.
He's not even showing up on my damn thing. Okay.
Wait, how do you...
It was written by Stephen Chbosky. Is it The Perks of Being a Wallflower?
It is.
Damn,
No.
I couldn't even...
Damn, I was gonna say... I was gonna tell you guys that... Okay, never mind.
Well, it was that or Rent, and I'm pretty sure you weren't talking about Rent.
Yeah, I haven't seen Rent, actually, but
Not the best. Okay.
Alright.
Zach's one up.
This one is written and directed by Michael Goldbach.
Yeah, is it B-A-C-H?
Yeah.
Damn, he's not popping up on my thing either. Okay.
It's written by him or directed by him?
Both.
Daydream Nation?
God damn it! I suck at this.
I saw that, and I'm like, oh, that doesn't look right.
No, that's actually a really, really good
I
maybe.
haven't seen it. I have it at home.
That has Kat Dennings in it.
I like her.
Yes.
Fine.
Yeah, totally.
Reese Thompson? Yeah, Reese Thompson is a really good actor. He's also in Perks of Being a Wallflower. That was actually my
Yeah,
next
good movie.
thing. He's all kinds of good.
I'm picking up a theme.
All right, go for it.
All right. Hold on just a second. Let me find it.
Oh my gosh.
This is the worst, Shelby. Come on.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I'm normally not even near this good. I just cut all this dead space out. Speaking of dead face, or dead space, new one's coming out.
I'm not a fan of this series.
I love them.
I'm more excited for, I want to play Dragon Age Inquisition really bad.
No, not even a little bit for me.
All right. It's written by Crispin Mills. Crispian.
Okay.
Mills.
Damn, this guy has like nothing on his shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
seriously.
fuck. Then
Um,
this might be a terrible one.
is it
Fantastic Fear of Everything.
Yes.
That's literally
It's a tie.
it's literally the only thing on his credit.
It was a Simon Pegg
I didn't
movie.
think about it being his only thing. Well, I actually didn't know it was his only thing.
Huh.
So we're tied 1-1 still.
Yeah.
You said you had movies ready to go.
I did, and then you guys guessed them like right off the bat. And
2 movies? That's all you had?
I had
You have
the
to get
first-
the 3 to win.
No, I did say 3. I had 3 of them on there.
She was just hoping for a shutout.
Yeah, I was really hoping one of you guys would just
Well, if
like
my
break
dumb
the other
ass
one.
didn't say, "Oh, that doesn't look right," I would win.
Okay. This one was written by Don Bluth.
Michael Bluth?
Nope, Don Bluth.
He was written by? I'm going to go...
bullshit.
I'm just going to make a guess. All Dogs Go to Heaven?
Nope.
Damn it. Because...
Well, knowing you, I'm gonna guess Thumbelina.
Nope.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to go again. I'm just crazy. Rock-a-doodle-doo?
Yes.
Yeah!
Go fuck yourself.
It was either that or The Secret of Nim.
I almost said that.
I love Rock-a-doodle. The movie's awesome.
Me too. I'm actually gonna get the owl, the Grand Duke of Owls tattooed.
The Duke?
Over, yeah, he's gonna be over that owl on my foot.
Hello, Kitty. This is the Duke.
I love the Grand Duke of Owls. I always like the bad guy. There's something wrong with me. Directed by Robert Wise.
Oh, Robert Wise. How do you spell wise?
W-I-S-E.
I'm with you. Go for it.
Sound of Music.
Yes.
I win! Because I know that's Shelby's favorite musical.
I did that. I did
not.
that song for my ASL song video.
I thought
The
you said you were
favorite
taking
things.
ASL next semester.
I am, but I took ASL 1
different
this
levels.
semester, ASL
Oh.
2 next semester,
Yeah, okay.
and then I'm going to do finger spelling and numbers, and then I'm going to do ASL 3.
It blew my mind that sign language is not a universal language.
What?
There's French Sign Language.
Yep.
There's English Sign Language. There's different. Most people that sign follow French Sign Language. Even
Well, that's
ASL.
where it originated from.
Right. And yeah, there you go.
I think like this is walk in French. This is walk in...
Looks like a bad dance number.
In England, maybe? I'm not quite sure what this one... And then American Sign Language for walk is this.
Yeah. Interesting. That's great for a podcast.
Yeah, because they can't see it.
All right, well, that's going to wrap it up for See It Podcast episode 34. Thank you to everybody who listened. You can follow us on Twitter on @C_it_podcast. You can also find us on YouTube on /See It Podcast. I'm not going to plug our Facebook page anymore because I don't really update it anymore. I
updated it last week, but I don't think anybody looks at it.
don't think anybody looks at our
I think
face.
if somebody was on top of it all the time,
Yeah.
I'm just
Are
not.
you ever going to have Mr. Ackerman on the podcast?
Yeah, our public speaking professor listens to the podcast and he said he wants to be on sometime.
Yeah, so
And
we
he's
should
a
do
big,
like a...
he's a pretty big nerd.
Yeah,
so.
you should do
Oh,
a
amazing.
DC, a special DC comic book
That'd be
thing.
good because
That's his favorite.
we've had a special Marvel
Yeah, that's
podcast.
fine.
We should have a DC and we'll
His
have
good with that.
favorite
we'll have
is DC
James
comics.
Ackerman on,
Okay.
and we'll have to keep it clean because I don't want to spoil his reputation. So, all right. Thank you again, and we will catch you next time. Everybody, peace out.
Bye.
Bye.